Hi everyone, this is Joanna again. It's been a while. So as you can tell from the title of this video, I'm sure I wrote it somewhere. I am currently pregnant. I'll give you guys like a glimpse of the belly in a sec. I did not tell anyone for a bit because of, if you've seen my previous video, it's literally one video, it's not that many. I did do one video before this talking about my early miscarriage in my previous pregnancy. So it took me a while to tell people. First I told like my sister, because she was living with me at the time, and I told my parents a few days later. I waited until my 8-week appointment to really tell like close family members, and I genuinely didn't tell the rest of the world until maybe like 1 or 2 weeks ago. And I'm currently like 30 weeks pregnant, so it's like 7.5 months in. Why did I decide to do that? Because number one, I was genuinely a little scared. I didn't want to like tell the entire world that, hey, I'm pregnant, I'm having a baby, and then something bad happened and have to like tell people again about I just didn't want to go through that. I'm sure there would have been a lot of support, but I didn't want to even think about going through that. And then when I was in my second trimester and I was gonna tell the world, a lot of like medical issues started happening with someone really, really close to me in my family. So it just never felt like the right time. I wanted to do a little cute photo shoot to announce it, and then it also never happened. So at this point, what I decided to do was just basically make like a cute video of like maybe like 1 minute to 2 minutes. And I ended up posting it with whatever content I had with like the belly, or just finding out, or like, and like the journey of my family, like getting married and or having my first daughter and now being pregnant again. So yes, that's how I ended up telling the world, because I just kept telling my husband what's gonna happen if we literally have this baby and we still haven't even told people, and we just go right into the picture of like, oh hey, now it's table for 4 please, or whatever we cutesy say it, or whatever. That's just gonna be weird, and I don't know, it didn't feel right. So I just did that cute little video, and that's honestly all I've shared on my personal like social media. Anyways, the belly, I'll show you the belly. This is my 30-week belly. Baby is moving a lot, thank God. What a blessing. Just gives me reassurance. I'm sure you guys who are also pregnant can relate to that. It just gives me a peace of mind and calmness to be like, okay, baby is partying around in there. A few things or symptoms that I can remember so far. So I've been experiencing a lot of tiredness, and I have been experiencing since the second, well, obviously the entire pregnancy, let's be real. We're tired the entire time. The first trimester, it's all you want to do is sleep. However, they always say that in the second trimester, you have a lot more energy, which did not happen for me. It turns out that I have anemia again. Super fun stuff for me. I wasn't really scared of it. I was almost like expecting it, because I did have it in my last pregnancy and I've been anemic before. It's something that I just have to keep my eye on, because for some reason my body just doesn't like absorb iron well. So in pregnancy, that your baby's kind of sucking up all your nutrients, it's actually super common for pregnant women to be anemic and not even know about it. However, I know my like hemoglobin and everything can get really, really low. My first sign is not just the tiredness, because the tiredness kind of like either slowly increases, and that's how you can tell, but I start chewing on ice like a crazy person. So that's how I could tell. I did tell my doctor. She ran some some tests immediately, and then they prescribed some iron infusions. I'll put some content of that. Nothing really extreme about it other than the fact that, I mean, it's annoying to have to be poked all the time. I'm also like, I guess my veins are really sensitive because I bruise like a crazy person. I don't think I have any on that one. I still have some bruising here. It is what it is, whatever. Like, from all the things that we go through to have our babies, that's probably like the least worrisome, at least to me, because I've already done it in the past and I know everything's fine. So yeah, that happened. I finished my infusions. I did have a scare. During my last infusion, actually, not related to the iron. Out of all the things I've eaten in this pregnancy, I decided to be like, let me chew on something healthy. I bought a bag of walnuts from HEB, brought it to my iron infusion, was just eating and eating and eating away. Randomly, I started feeling so much pressure in my belly. So like scary amount of pressure in my belly. I have been getting Braxton Hicks for like a month now. Nothing out of this world, it's just a little uncomfortable. You just notice how your belly gets a little tight, but there isn't necessarily any pain that accompanies it. It's just more like discomfort, that's it. It usually goes away if you drink water or like take a shower or lay down for a bit. My husband. Anyways, so it usually goes away the Braxton Hicks usually go away for me if I like lay down or drink a little bit more water, take a shower. It's nothing really extreme. However, this time around, the amount of pressure and pain that I was feeling was insane, and it wouldn't stop. It didn't exactly feel like actual contractions, because at this point I know what it feels like. I already have my first daughter. I was induced, so I know what painful contractions feel like. It wasn't a literal contraction, but the amount of pressure I was feeling was kind of worrisome, and I did feel a little bit of pain in my lower back. Not extreme, but it was definitely there. So I got a little worried. The nurse there was like, you need to call your doctor. However, we're talking, it was Friday, like at 3 or 4 p.m. at this point, and my doctor's office had already closed, even though it's in the same building. I called them. Thankfully, they have like an on-call like person. So maybe within like 20 minutes of giving them a call, I got a call back from one of the OBs that was actually on call from my doctor's team. And they did ask me to just go get checked for, it was probably nothing, but they did tell me to get checked at labor and delivery just to be safe and have a peace of mind. So at that point, the pain had already started going away. It lasted pretty much the entire time for 20 to 30 minutes, but then it didn't full on stop, but it started calming down. So I was like, oh, I really don't want to be dramatic. Like, I don't want to be that person that goes to labor and delivery 20 times a day. It's not that there's anything wrong with you. It's okay. Have a peace of mind. That's more important. But to me, that was just annoying because I had already been there with my husband waiting for me to take care of our toddler. He had left his work early so he could take care of our toddler so I could go get my iron infusion. So I had already been at the hospital since like 1 p.m. and at this point it was 3 or 4, and that meant staying even longer and going. It gave me a headache to even think about. But the doctor did say to just go get checked. So I'm like, you know what, let's just be safe because I don't want to regret anything for not going. Thank God everything was fine. They examined me, my cervix, I'm not dilating yet. Everything seemed fine. The nurses are honestly amazing. The nurses there are absolutely amazing. I'll probably tell you guys exactly where it is after I give birth. But they're absolutely the sweetest. and super helpful. The doctor that was on call there, however, not a fan. He was kind of like, he didn't want to be there. Like, I don't want to say a mean word, but like, he just generally, like, his face did not want to be there. I'm like, I don't know why you go into this career. However, I don't know how you go into this career without having like people skills if you don't want to actually deal with the people that you're going to treat. Like, I don't, maybe he was just having a bad day, but the actual experience with that doctor was just kind of awful. Anywho, everything, thank God, is fine. We heard baby's heartbeat. She was moving a lot, so it sounded really funny. I think I have a video of it. It sounded really funny because they obviously, like, they put the, if you're pregnant and if this is your first baby, once you start feeling contractions and they take you to triage for labor and delivery, they put some bands in your belly to measure like the baby heartbeat and the contractions that you're having and all that. So baby starts moving around all the time. We can hear baby's heartbeat perfectly fine, thankfully, but baby loves to party in there. So it was like, or how can I imitate a heartbeat? Whatever. So it was a heartbeat and then just like, and then heartbeat and then. And you could literally see my belly just like woo, woo, move around, which is really fun. But also reassuring that everything is fine with baby. It ended up being basically indigestion that caused all of that pressure. And 1 or 2 days after, really, I was fine. No insane amount of pressure anymore. Baby's moving perfectly fine and we're good. So I'm gonna be seeing my doctor in maybe like 2 weeks. I'll probably keep you guys updated on that and probably show a little video because we're finally getting an ultrasound again in the next appointment. I'm sure the little face is gonna be huge and the body's gonna be huge. Like I'm just so excited for that. Anyways, that's all. I will be making more like pregnancy vlogs, symptoms, just vlogs throughout my day. I am already a mom. I have an almost 3-year-old toddler. And just stay-at-home mom, pregnant with toddler. My last video, if you did see my last video, I had a super cute corner over here in my room with like my little plant and my chair and everything. The minute I got pregnant, I was like, okay, it's probably best for, the reason why I'm not in that corner anymore is because the minute I found out I was pregnant, I figured it'd be best. I don't want to build an entirely new room for baby. I'd rather, what made more sense to me at that time was honestly to move Catherine, my toddler, to a bigger room, to a bigger bed, and actually decorate her room, like a big girl room, big girl bed, and all that stuff. So that's what we did. So I technically have a lot of the baby's room ready, but I have a lot to go through because I haven't bought a lot, but I have a lot to go through because I don't even remember what I still have from Catherine that's gonna work for baby. So we will see what happens there. So stick around if you want to see any of the cool content. Please subscribe, please comment if you're pregnant as well so I can congratulate you. Tell me like your due date. Oh, I haven't told you my due date. My due date is December 24th. So this is probably gonna be a Christmas baby. The minute I found out, like, it's pretty cool, but I kind of wanna have baby enjoy their first or second or third or whatever. I want them to actually enjoy their birthday and to be the center of attention on that day. So I kind of want it to be a little earlier, hopefully, or even if it's a bit later, we'll see. The moment I turn like 36, 37 weeks, I'm gonna start doing everything in the book to try to induce pregnancy. Because I don't want baby getting to that date. I want baby to have some like actual day for themselves to celebrate. So anyways, if you like this type of content and are looking forward to any of like those hospital bag videos, nesting, I'm so excited to do the nesting because I feel like I'm already nesting. So there's gonna be a lot of that coming soon. Probably just like day-to-day vlogs of being a mom, because I already am a mom. And yeah, if you made it this long, thank you so much for sticking around. Please subscribe, comment if you're pregnant, if you want to be pregnant, if you just find this stuff interesting, because I remember watching it without even being pregnant. Please give it a like to this video if you do like it, and subscribe. Alrighty, bye.